give us his perspective. I'm being joined now live from our newsroom by our news editor, Navarun Goswami. Navarun, indeed a very, very troublesome development this as far as the Chakmas in the frontier state are concerned, isn't it? Going on to say that this move, if brought into effect, would be absolutely unthinkable for the Chakma community in Arunachal Pradesh. Your take on this development at this point in time, Navarun?
Yes, Ronak, a pretty sensitive issue there. The Arunachal government proposing this relocation, resettlement of the Chakma population. To give a bit of a history into this entire thing, the Chakma Hajongs were settled in Arunachal, of course, back in 1964-66. In fact, between 1964 to 69, from the erstwhile East Pakistan, they were settled in Arunachal Pradesh. They were given rehabilitation package. The population at that time was between 11 to 15,000. As we speak today, well, according to estimates, there would be around 60,000 population as far as the community is concerned. The locals believe it's more. So it's been around 57 years, close to 60 years, as community leaders here are saying that they have been settled there. There has always been resentment, of course, and a lot of campaigns have been there for resettlement, and now the state government, what Pema Khandu is saying is that resettlement is in the interest of the Chakmas. Of course, as we heard him earlier during a recent visit to Changlang, Miao, Vijayanagar, he saw the condition, the deplorable living condition of the populace there. Of course, where they are originally settled, the Chief Minister says, where they are originally settled, those land have been washed away by floods over the years, and they are now encroaching towards the reserve forest. Of course, no other option maybe. They are encroaching towards the reserve forest, and it's in the interest of the population to be honorably, quote unquote, honorably resettled outside the state. But this is something the community leaders are not accepting, and of course they have their own reasons for that. They're saying it's been more than 5 decades. They're demanding equal rights in Arunachal Pradesh, which they have not got. Some of the Chakma rights bodies are saying, despite moving the Supreme Court twice, they have not still got voting rights, many of them citizenship. So the community leaders have the issue. They are firm on their stand that they will not accept any bid to relocate the community. But the Arunachal government here has also given a proposal, an honorable settlement. What that is, that has not yet been divulged, but clearly the state government, and they have approached the center also on the issue, as per the Union Minister Khandu and Rijiju and Chief Minister Pema Khandu. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has also been briefed about it, and so have been Chakma leaders. But clearly the Chakma Hajong population is not willing to relocate at the moment. So clearly quite a task at hand here, and we also had a word with APSU leader Tobam Dai. We're still trying to get a reaction from him on the issue. What he's saying, as per the local population, the local tribes, so what they're saying is that the Arunachal, of course, has a number of tribes. The average population of the local tribes is the Chakma Hajong population is of 60,000. That they're saying it may be much more, and many of the local tribes may also be outnumbered. That is one of the issues that they have raised, the APSU has raised, and they're also looking for an honorable settlement for the Chakma Hajong population. They say that it's not possible, since Arunachal is the indigenous communities of the Arunachal. Their interest should be looked into first. They need to be protected, and there is no room for quote unquote any refugee population to be settled. The same has been said by Khandu and Rijiju. Of course, he mentioned about the CAA, how the CAA says that there is no room for the refugee population to be settled in Arunachal. So clearly it won't be that easy for the state government, and we have to keep track of how things go ahead and what developments take place. But yes, again, this sensitive issue is back on focus yet again, Ronak.
Absolutely, very rightly said. And Navro, if we look at what the Chief Minister's statement has said, what they are saying is that this is something that needs to be done to protect the indigenous community of Arunachal, isn't it? So over there is already a difference of opinion between the Chakma community, who are saying that, we have been here since the early 1960s. So clearly a very big difference of opinion over there, isn't it?
Yes, of course, that's the entire point that I've been making. The state government is clear that the indigenous community, the rights needs to be protected, and that there is no room for quote-unquote outsiders to be settled in Arunachal. The Chakma Hajong community, on the other hand, believes that they have been there for close to 6 decades and they do deserve equal rights. So clearly, it's a difficult situation at hand, and we'll have to see how the state government reaches out to the community and how the community reacts in the days and weeks and months to come, Ronak.